What's up, VC? Do a little video quick. Yeah, that's the Mighty All used to be Descendants, or is Descendants. All probably one of their best records. I can't probably listen to this 1,000 times or more. It's great playing on it. Just great. Back when there were still, bands were still trying to be creative, and highly, this band should be huge too. Just, it's a great band. So, yeah, I'll be picking up more copies of these when I see them. They're good deals. This came with, as you can see, the little booklet, which I think is kind of cool. I've never seen this, and actually came with this vocal sheet, lyrics on it and shit too. Highly recommend that stuff. Great sounding stuff, great playing on it. It has some punk, has some jazz influence, has some pop influence, just all that. So then I was jabbing to this earlier. This is Pigs Times 7. This is on the Rocket recordings. This was a pretty hip record back a couple years ago. I got this Vclt from Chris Elvier. And shout out to Chris. How's it going, dude? Yeah, this is like Motorhead meets Sleep, but better. Sleep's so fucking boring band. I don't like them at all, and find them just completely just monotonous. And there's just so many other bands that just overrated, completely overrated. But this band's like that, but faster at times, and at times just as slow and just as heavy. So yeah, I highly recommend this. Pigs Times 7, Feed the Rats. It's on the Rocket label. I think Rocket Recordings has the band that Nod is on that label. Some stuff I picked up over the summer and just haven't had a chance. I can't even remember what I'm showing, what I haven't anymore, because I went for so long without making videos, and I don't know. And in the last couple of videos, I don't really remember. So I don't know if I've ever shown this Sunhwa. This is kind of a, I think it's a compilation or something. Or I don't know much about it. It's on the Monkey Records. I saw it, and this guy's a double LP. I haven't really had a chance to dive into this, but I expect it's gonna be pretty good. I don't know. I don't think the price I got this for, you can complain. It's just one of those right timing. Timing is everything, really, when it comes to getting good deals. Then I picked up this Freddie Hubbard Red Clay older video that Fred Big Star 1000 was talking about this. I think Derek had talked about this, and I'm like, well, must be good if those two are digging it. I'm gonna dig it. And normally not a trumpet guy myself, but this is still cool. This is just jams. This is on the CTI label. I don't know shit about jazz. I like, just get a vibe from a lot of times the covers, or listen to other people talk on the VC about their more, into it, you know. This is a cool one I picked up. This is Coltrane and Don Cherry. This is a mono first press. Got this out in the wild, and it's just a nice copy of this. Yeah, the Avant-Garde. This is a really spectacular record too. Either the jazz record really strikes me or it won't. Yeah, I won't be interested in it very much. Either I like it or I don't. I just kind of know in between with that stuff. This is Surly is the brand of beer, and this one's called Bender, and it's an oatmeal brown ale. That's pretty good. Must be good if I've had like 3 today. Normally I only drink a couple beers. Here's some German krautrock. The Dusseldorf, Viva. Something about this band I just dig. I think it's got flavors of Noi in it. It's got some singing, but some indie rocks, beginnings of what indie rock would be kind of coming out to. You can see where kind of more Pixies and stuff kind of got. This is on the Stroud label. I got this pretty cheap too. Right timing, no one was bidding on it. I guess no one was looking for weird krautrock at the time online, so that's what I usually kind of wait for. But I highly recommend it. It's got like a Cure feel to it in a way. In a way, not at all. It's still good. Yeah, the Dusseldorf. Recommend it if you're into Noi. This isn't as good as like the first Noi, which is a pretty good record. This is comparable, but a little bit more on the pop side. It kind of got like an Eno feel. This is what happens when I look at covers and I'm buying jazz. I like this cover, and this is great. This is it's got a lot of it's not what I call like heavy jazz or nothing like that. That heavy free jazz. This is more like almost like Cal to Jader with you know, them flat things they bang the doings on, you know, with the mallets and stuff, and it sounds, it's kind of got that kind of feel, kind of a Latin feel almost, but it's still good. I mean, $5, I mean, it's not too bad. This is Angry Angles. I know I've shown this in the old videos, but I don't know if that was one of them I deleted or not. So, this is J Retard, and great record. Angry Angles. It's one of his offshoot bands. I think before he put out one of his first solo records. But this is missing probably the coolest. The record's good, but this live stuff that they have included on it, you have to download it, is the best stuff. Blood Visions, and this just smokes. That live stuff is killer. Here, going back to old school VC, back from when I started a couple years ago, Soggy. This is a classic too. Yeah, you can't go wrong with this thing. Stooges, the French Stooges, I guess you could call them. Beautiful and stuff. It's got some beautiful. Got some beautiful vinyl. This is a stomper. Excellent record. Yeah, if you like that Stooges MC5, I would say these guys are better. Just jams harder. This is my opinion. Can't go wrong with Soggy. So I have this on CD, but finally got the LP of Built to Spill. There's nothing wrong with Love, I guess. This is, I saw these guys live before I even heard of them. Before, I think this record had just come out when I seen them. They were on tour for it, and it was great. These guys just rock. Kind of a Dinosaur Jr. type indie rock, Sebado, mid-90s indie rock. A little bit of psychedelic, but kind of not. Kind of pokey, but not. But so cool, Built to Spill. Got some Vclt. It said this is Vclt that had been in the work for probably about a year. Nico Malcolm from over in Europe there. He played this Min Bool record. I dug it quite a bit, and I was like, you're kind of on the hard side to find, you know. So he said, well, I'll just send you mine. And this is a reissue on Panorama. And yeah, I appreciate it. I mean, when I finally showed up here, it's been like a year since. Yeah, he's like, well, when you're home, I'll send it to you and all that. And then finally he did, and just finally got here, and I'm just excited to have this record. And in that Vclt, he also sent me this this Aunt Mary Loaded, this record, just a killer 70s hard rock, blazing Marshalls, and then this one here, Aunt Mary. Again, I haven't had a chance to crack this one open to jam to it yet, and also this Janice and Aunt Mary split. So I haven't gotten a chance to jam on those yet, and except for this first one. So that should be interesting little play time there. I'm just gonna turn this. Okay, so here's another band from Minneapolis from back in the 90s, Welder. They went on to, this is their first record, Jacket Made in Canada. Pretty much self-released on Big Money. And then they went to Touch and Go for a while, and just never really took off. But this record here is like really great. The song Favor, check that song out online if you can, whatever. Just great indie noise rock, I guess. It's a great record. I got another copy of this fire hose from Ohio. No, this isn't. This is Ragin Full On. Yeah, I've had this so many times. This has got the classic Brave Captain on it, and it's great songs all around. SST. Great record. This one took a while to come in. This is Melvin's Nude with Boots. This is, I think, 2008. Yeah, 2008 on Ipecac. And it's on this crazy red wax. I've never really listened to this record before, so I don't have nothing to, I don't know. I'm sure I've heard some of it, but I don't really, I usually don't listen to a Melvin's record until I get it, so, unless I've had it on CD and stuff, and I've never had this in any form previously, so thought I'd crack it for this. This was sealed, so really stoked to have that. Then at some point I'll probably be showing my little bit modest Nirvana collection, and at some point, and see what else I can show, some more jazz or something in an upcoming video probably, and wherever else I get. But till then, y'all take care.